Whoa. Alright. Welcome everyone to an Unlocking Fun in the Epic Battle Simulator 2. Earlier we looked at pirates and crossbow troops with like a good balance between those and melee troops. Now that we have balance between those and melee troops, let's find out if we can get a balance of them. Or we're going to do the crossbows this time. So we're going to find out if we can get a balance with crossbows, melee, and cavalry. So the good balance for crossbows is 900 points for melee, or 15 spearmen, and then the rest crossbowmen. And we're going to see if adding cavalry would help. Now, there's a bunch of different things to balance this out. We can either take from the melee to balance it out and add cavalry, or we can take from the crossbows to balance it out and add the cavalry. What we're going to do first is add just 5 cavalry and take from the crossbows. So let's do 5. We'll do 3 camels and 2 knights. And then pull the crossbowmen up to 5, because this is all for online strategies. Okay, so it's 90 versus 97. Let's see if the introduction of cavalry can beat the red team. So it looks like it's working so far. The crossbowmen red team turned away and fired a few shots away from the blue army. Wow. Looks like the introduction of cavalry did not really help. At least against this strategy. Cavalry would help against other strategies. So let's take out 3 cavalry, and we're going to replace 1 with knight. Right there in the middle. And we did 3. Okay, and we got 1 spearman. So we got 14, 3 cavalry, and the rest crossbowmen. 93 versus 97. Keeping the high numbers of cavalry seems to work. These guys weren't firing at all. This guy's not firing at all. That's a problem. That might be why the team's just not firing. So I might have to adjust this in a different way. Blue team's having problems. Yeah, so let's test this out in a different way. What can I add? Get to 5,000. here's the aiming setup for now. So, no idea what to do here. Let's just see what's going to be most effective against this. So we're going to do 5 cavalry, like we had in the first round. There we go. Alright. 9 versus 15. See how this goes. See how effective this is. Alright. All of the melee and cavalry were lost, but it wasn't obvious. Now let's test out the 3 cavalry. See if this is just too many crossbowmen. They're all shooting, so that's good. I'm glad they're all shooting. Alright, so we have time more crossmen. The cavalry's still pretty effective, but now the crossmen are wide open, and a lot of them are taken out. Alright. So I'm thinking a little more on the crossbowman side. Or not on the crossbowman side, a little more for the cavalry. Alright, so we got 8, but then let's take out 600 points of crossbowmen. Okay. We got 86. We got less firepower, more distractions. Let's see if that helps. Seems to be working. We still got 3 distractions. One distraction. It did a lot of good work. Okay, but you can have 2 distractions. It's possible. So I think it's a good ratio, right about there. 4 camels, 4 knights, 14 spearmen, and the rest crossmen. Or you do 15 spearmen and 5 knights, and the rest crossmen, but that'll leave you with less crossmen. So the closer you can get to this ratio, you could. Let's see if we can get. I think with the whatever they're called. Why am I blanking so hard right now? Pirates. I think with the pirates, there won't be any good crossbowmen strategies that I can come, or not crossbowmen, cavalry strategies that I can come up with. You're rolling around in your bouncer. How are you doing that? Silly baby. So I have two different pirate strategies. One of them has less pirates in it. So there's that one. And here's the old one. This is the first glimpse you guys will get of one of my new strategies. I updated my crossbowing strategy as well to kind of look like that. It actually helps quite a bit. So with my earlier strategy, I have 16 spearmen, an axe, 4 camels and 4 knights, and then 3,000 troops left over, or 3,000 points left over for pirates. And the new one, no cavalry, I got 20 spearmen and 2 shields, and then 3,600 points for pirates. So there are 4 more pirates on the red team, but 8 less cavalry. And distractions coming into play, but they still have spearmen. More pirates taking out the other pirates. Oh, it's kind of even right now. Looks like cavalry was working a bit. So I'm going to update my new strategy to add cavalry. Now, I have 4 extra pirates, but I can put 4 extra and replace with cavalry. Let's do that. Oops. Nope. It's the opposite effect of what I wanted to do. Here's 2 gone. Nope. There we go. Okay, and now we can add 5 cavalry. Let's do what we did with the crossing strategy. 3 camels in the center like that, and 2 knights like that. So we got 47 versus 45. And they each got their own distractions. So the new pirate strategy keeps the ratio of melee troops to pirates that we found out was best earlier. So that's just how I updated the strategy to accommodate people who use bombs or heavy and long range troops. So with the randomness of cavalry, there's a possibility that a better strategy can lose. But since it didn't win, I'm thinking we need those pirates back. And let's try and get rid of some spearmen instead. Alright, and let's put the pirates back. Okay, and let's get rid of 5. Actually, let's just get rid of 4. And we're going to add 2 cavalry, and it's just going to be 2 knights. Actually, we need it to be a knight and camel. We need to balance that out. We need the speed and the early. Okay. That camel is causing so much distraction right now. Yeah, the separate team's definitely gonna win. So 2 cavalry might be good. Might be all you pirates. So don't overdo it with cavalry. For the crossbowmen, we did 8 to 10, and for the pirates, we'll say 2 to 3 cavalry. Try to keep your pirates the higher end of the ratio, so when you getting rid of troops for cavalry, you get the spearmen instead of the pirates. That's really important. But for the crossbowmen, get rid of the crossbowmen instead of spearmen, because the ratio between spearmen and crossbowmen, or melee and crossbowmen, calls for less melee troops in the first place. So you need to not get rid of the melee troops, because they are there to protect the crossbowmen, and they really need to be there. Or else you get people in your crossbowmen and lose quickly. So let's take a look at where I'm at on the leaderboards and see where everyone else is at. So I'm 108th place, 3,675 wins. I've lost a few times. Local is up in the lead again. He is trying really hard to stay up there. Look at that. 1,800 points, a little more than 1,800 points above fighter now. He's working hard at it. So there are 2 updates to 2 new strategies. I'll go ahead and show you guys the finished strategies against each other. So on the right here, I'll do the crossbowmen. Here's the updated strategy. So I'm going to get rid of 1 here and add just 4 cavalry. It's a perfect number right there. 14 spearmen again, and then 8 cavalry, and then fill in the rest with crossbowmen. Oh yeah. He's trying really hard to go to sleep. He's having insomnia or something. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then have 2 cavalries, the camel, the knight, and specials pirates. Oh yeah, I was wondering why the number was off. I forgot to put down 2 shields up front. You need those 2 shields. Okay, so we got 44 versus 86. Pirates versus crossbowmen. We got 2 balanced strategies. Melee's balanced, ranged is balanced, cavalry's balanced. Let's do it. So with the previous crossbowmen versus pirate strategy, the pirate strategies won. But it's looking like the crossbowmen are taking over and annihilating. Holy crap. The new balance has caused a new imbalance. And the new way to set up your melee troops, instead of the 3 V's up front, if you weren't paying attention, I'll go over it just one more time, because it's better against bombs and range troops, like musketeers. So if they got musketeers, they got bombs, they got ballistas, then the best way to set up your melee troops is a line that goes about halfway, 1, 2, 3, and then starting right about there, do 1, 2, 3 again, and then 3 again, and then I already forget the strategy. Oh yeah, so add a fourth there, cross them in, and then 4 camels, 4 knights. It's not. Is that not the way I'm supposed to do it? Damn it. It's a good thing I'm doing this. I forgot already. Okay, so it's just 2, not 4. Alright, so we got 12. Wait. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Oh, duh. Minus 1. So we got 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Set up like that. Cavalry set up like that. And this kind of strategy right here is what I see most of the time to fight my strategy. If they're kind of a lower level, but they kind of know what they're doing, they'll put out the bombs, the musketeers, the cavalry. So let's just see how this does. Now, it looked like the blue team was going to win, but everything in the range category has such low health. As soon as the crossbowmen closed that distance, it was over. Thank you everyone for watching Unlocking Fun. I hope you learned something. If you want to see more stuff like this where I balance strategies, there's a whole bunch of different things I can balance. There are different melee troops I can throw in. I can throw in musketeers. I can throw in chariots and elephants. We can do some balancing with the heavies or different specials. We got mages we can do. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see, and I'll do it. Have a good one. Bye.